You are a very ripe banana. We are in the slow and boring period for Bitcoin and crypto. Despite what everybody thinks, I know it feels like we're all going to zero. We are moving towards the Bitcoin halving. It is in April 2024. That is our next milestone. Before that, we just got to make it to the new year. You got to hold out for that. We usually see a slow and boring period. This is what's happened before. This is the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle, slow and boring. Now, we broke tradition with 2019 and 2020. We had the plus token Ponzi of euphoria, and then we had the zombie virus of despair. And I'm going to illustrate that to you right now. You see, 2019, there's a balance, friends. There's a balance. You know the yin yang, there's balances together. When we get euphoria, extreme happiness, morning wood, there is the floppy McFlop of the market price action. This was super, super happy up here, and this is super, super sad. But if you never get the extreme euphoria, you will not get the extreme fear. This is a very important high-level market wisdom. Tongue-in-cheek. Line goes up, line goes down. The more it goes up, the more it goes down. That's exactly what I just said in terms of describing the emotions. But actually what happens is, as it recovers up, there are people who believe in it more. So as you can see, we zoom in here. This is Bitcoin on the weekly chart. Because it stayed so long above the bull market indicator, basically the weekly super trend above this 21-week moving average, a lot of people believed that the Bitcoin level to buy was around $7,000 to $8,000. I remember a lot of people got in around $9,000, $10,000. I don't know if you know Da Vinci J15. Shout out to Da Vinci. Da Vinci told us he bought about 4,000 Bitcoin up here, around 10K. Now, he bought his first, I think, 2,000 or 4,000 down here at 4K, and he thought it was going to go down to 1K. So this is somebody who's been in since 2013, friends. He bought it at $1, all right? So he sold the top, and he came in here. It was 4K. He got like his I think it was 2,000 Bitcoin, and then he was waiting for maybe like 1K. But instead, it went up, and then he got in the next half at 10K. And look what we had to sit through. We had to sit through a flip on the red, and we went and had the zombie virus. This was absolute vomitron. But this was not the normal. What happened before that? We had the Mt. Gox Ponzi cycle. Slow and boring. The vertical line is the Bitcoin halving. Slow and boring moving in. We're praying that this repeats. A lot of people are saying it won't repeat this time. That's what a lot of people are thinking right now. You know, in the previous cycle from that, the Bitcoin halving was here around August 2012. So there was a very slow and boring period as we moved into it as well. We had it right here. It's the market like making its mind. You know what I mean? It looks easy, right? But if you go down to a regular chart, it looks so easy now. Looks so easy now. Imagine you're in an altcoin and you got your life savings in this. Look at this chart. I know Bitcoin here is $5. It was $32. This is where, by the way, up here, friendly reminder, Richard Hart and Da Vinci J15 bought Bitcoin literally up here. And then they sat through it going down and down, down. So yeah, look at, I mean, it's funny. Look, there's no charts. I mean, they bought something 400% above its weekly moving average. The weekly! That's how much Bitcoin used to move. Doesn't move anymore. Wakey, wakey, Bitcoin, please, please, can you move to the upside, all right? So not so easy, right? And it had done a 20,000x. I marked it here from the low. 20,000x, and then they bought. And it went down. But hey, you know, this is the game. So now that brings us to today. We are in hopefully, friends, yeah, we can always go down. Something can come out. Something can shock us. It could always happen. I never promise, or I can't even promise myself what we're going to do in the short term. It's all about, in the game of speculation, friends, it's how everybody's positioned. If everybody's positioned for disaster, then if disaster comes, not much happens because you've already positioned for it. That's why if you get euphoria, like if we were at like Bitcoin at 42,000, 45, 50,000 by now, we would feel euphoria, but the market's priced in amazing, great angels singing from heaven. But if you don't get that, there's a long way down the other way. But look what's happened here. We never even got that euphoria. We stopped at around 29, 30K. The price action did not reflect the news. Bitcoin, BlackRock ETF, we weren't super, super excited with the price action. We were super excited ourselves, but the price action tells all right? If we really were excited, we would be up at 45K. So that's why I bring this chart here for you. Thank you very much, friends. Don't forget, like, subscribe, bell button all as I bring in this juicy information. So we are now moving into the fourth Bitcoin halvening. So we've basically had 2 boring run-ups and we've had 1 extreme run-up. What do you think we're going to get? I mean, I don't want to jinx it, man. I've seen so many markets, friends, people just jinx stuff. But the way I'm feeling it right now, we're not going to get the 2019 exciting one. Because I think if we were, Bitcoin would be up at 40K to 45K. We didn't even barely get there. We're just grinding along this line. That's why I think we are moving this slow and boring period. And you can feel it as well right now because Bitcoin at $25,000, I mean, it hit like for 24,800. I lost my mind. I'm like, well, it's over. I'm going to zero. This thing's never going to recover, and diminishing returns and BlackRock scamming. It's all over. I felt that. I literally felt that. Was not sleeping. I mean, already not sleeping. Just it's despair, depression. I understand it, and I'm feeling it. And now I can think with a rational mind, and I can tell you that it's 100% good to think like that because you get to I get to feel the market. I'm like, okay, if I'm feeling like this, everyone else is. And I have this beautiful chart here just to share with you. It's over. So this is Bitcoin in the past. You know, all of these, I love looking at these because it really does summarize our feelings. I love seeing our emotions planted next to the price on the chart. We know what it's like, friends. If a chart goes up, if there's a leader, if there's a coin founder, if there's any announcement, we will say, wow, great, thumbs up, triple tick. But if the coin price is down, what are we going to say? We're going to say, well, every action you've done, Chainlink CCIP, failure. Chainlink staking, failure. Pulse Chain, failure. Doge, Elon Musk rocket, failure. You're all failures, fail. The price is going down, you're all scammers. That's how we feel. But we know it's got to do with the prices. That's it. We're correlating the prices with the actions. We do this as humans. You know, it's very interesting. None of us were born from our wonderful mothers to think like this. It's in our human nature. You don't know what a chart is as a kid. You got no idea. No one trained us to think like this. By default, we do this. By default, we correlate stuff. I don't know if it's a survival instinct, but it is what it is. And when it goes up, it was so obvious. When it goes down, it's over. When it goes up, it was so obvious. Bitcoin 20K, and it's so over down here. You know, this period. So, you know, this, it's over, friends. You know, this obvious part, this green box. Yeah, up here, it was bring that Wojak in again. It was obvious. That I remember that. It was actually euphoria. I remember there were influencers, not going to say their names. I remember they made videos popping champagne in the video saying, well done. You made it through the bear market. Celebrate. Stand on your chair. Celebrate. Yeah, they said that. That was when Bitcoin crossed above that 10K, 11K, 12K up there. They finally said the bear market is finished. We are here. We're going to make it. We're all going to be rich. Bitcoin's going to go to $100,000. That's what they were saying up there. That was the feeling of emotions. Then the zombie virus came and destroyed everybody. And look, some advanced friendship, friends. Okay, advanced friendship. Please place your left hand on my right shoulder. Thank you very much. Let me tell you this. If the zombie virus didn't come, something would have came, I think, and probably tapped around here and scared everybody. Something would have came around that little, see this little rectangle? This green rectangle? I think something would have came. Now, it wouldn't have done it as extreme as a zombie virus, but I think something would have poked out there. Just because you know what happens, right? When there's so much euphoria, there is a despair on the other side. The market never gives you free lunch. It doesn't let the leverages win, okay? So everybody pays with time. So you say, okay, I've got to wait 18 months. All right, here's month 0, here's month 18. You have to pay with time, but leverage it doesn't let leverage win. I've seen it over and over again. Look, you can't win long-term on leverage. You just can't. You can win short-term. Yeah, you can trade, be on the top 2 to 5%. It doesn't let you, man. It just doesn't let you. Whenever you think that you're about to win, there's going to be something that clobbers you on the way down. This is just what it is. I've seen too many of it now. That's why I'm here to try to protect you. So that's why when I'm trying to spread the good words, you spread the gospel of the markets. I never say, well, you got to get these 100x here and there. What do I tell you? I tell you, first thing, can you increase your financial position right now? Ask for more hours at work. Ask your boss, hey, can I get a promotion? Can I work extra hours? Can I get a second job? Do I have anything to sell? Do you have some stocks out there, some blue chip stocks to rotate? Some people have gold or silver sitting around. Do you have like a watch you don't need to sell? Maybe there's a $400 here, $200 here, random stuff around the house. try to do anything you can to do that, right? Maybe you're in the process of buying a car, friends. So this is another example. You really got to think about it. I know some people, let's say you want to buy like a $40,000 car, right? They're going to put like 20K down and then borrow 20. Well, what if you just put down 10K and then you borrowed 30? Yeah, your repayments suck, but you've given yourself that extra 10K, right? Maybe you can like throw it into some altcoin bags. This is the game, friends. It can go to zero and then you're in a bigger pickle, of course. But this is what you got to do. You have to increase your financial position however you can, right? This, to me, is more practical than, like, you know, you watch some YouTuber and they're like, go and start your own business. I'm like, bro, you know there's a 98% failure rate? 98%. So out of 10,000 people, what? 9,800 are freaking, they're just going to waste their time? Got to think about it. That person is going to win in the end, man. They don't need to listen to this. That's why I'm helping the everyman, everyday woman, okay? Grandmas, grandpas, ducks, squirrels, and everything in between. This is we're trying to increase our position. And by the way, crypto moves so fast, you only got like 12 to 18 months anyway. What are you possibly going to do to make your own business in 12 to 18 months? You're going to be funding it and blowing your money just to keep it afloat on average, right? Unless you got a mad idea. So this is why you can actually overtake them. And I love seeing this, okay? Remember, Bitcoin only dropped like 10 to 12%, and I felt exactly how Mr. Crypto Organizers felt. He said, this time, it's really over. Yeah, I'm glad. I feel the pain too, but also I'm glad. I'm like, okay, Bitcoin only had to go 12% down for us to feel like it's over. Look at this. We're going to quit now. Literally going to quit now. So this was before Bitcoin did a little bottom. It's over. So I love this, friend. This is all of us cheering on the positions together. This is exactly what we want to see, because if the prices went down, so okay, this is amazing by Mr. Caliber. Okay, so this is how we feel. Okay, if the prices go down, so I'm gonna zoom in for you. Look at this middle cycle here. I remember the prices went down here, all right, but no one was like super fearful. There was some fear and we were angry, but we weren't like, it's over. Nobody was saying it's over. We were just sad. Okay, so prices go down, he said, but no one was saying it was over. We didn't actually have that super fear. That all built up like a pressure cooker. It finally exploded on our face. No Kleenex wipes in the zombie virus. That was when we all went, okay, before we thought we were just sad. No. Now I don't want to wake up tomorrow. That's how bad it got. I'm feeling that right now. I really am feeling it right now. And I know why. You know why, okay? You ain't early to Bitcoin. Everyone's in altcoins. Every altcoin is down 95%, and it's been 2 years. Like, you're like, man, it's been 2 years since the top, and you're still down freaking 87 to 95% down. Hex is even down minus 98.2%. After 2 years? Are you serious? It's going to take another 4 months just to go to minus 95% down, which is a combined Hex of 2.5%. This type of mentality, that's what wears everyone down. But also, it really does mean we're closer to the bottom than the top, okay? So that's what we like to see. That's why if you were a robot and you had no emotion and you had to just make the most amount of money over a 10-year period and you could fast forward these scenarios, you would buy whenever the humans started feeding this. So, you know, I'm just trying to stay objective here. And I couldn't have said it better than my very own doctor. Bad days don't last. Hashtag Hex. David James. Also, neither do good days. That's another thing, friends. Euphoria and despair. Don't worry. You got a friend here. We're going to make it. Like, subscribe, the button. I'll catch you next one.